Hey everyone, and thank you for clicking on this video in the first place. This is a short clip taken out of a full podcast episode that has been recently uploaded. If you want to see that full episode, I'm going to put it in a card in the top right of your screen right there, as there's a lot more talked about than just this short clip in the podcast episode. So I highly recommend you watch it. I highly recommend you subscribe so you never miss a full episode or clip if you prefer to watch the clips rather than the full hour to hour and a half long episodes. Anyways, I hope you enjoy it. And again, thank you for clicking on it in the first place. All right. Well, next on the chopping block, FIRE.
Yes, we wanted to talk about financial independence, retire early.
AKA FIRE.
Yes. So I wanted to talk about it because it's something that I've been seeing a lot more online recently, with these people saying, hey, I'm 30, 35, 40 years old, and now I'm retiring because I was smart with my money and I put enough money either in the stock market or in real estate. And one of the things that's so interesting about FIRE is you have these dudes going and trying to put as much money in the stock market as possible. And then basically the whole concept behind FIRE is that say you have $2.5 million in your stock market account or your brokerage, whoever you're going through, you can safely pull out 4% of that. So 4% of $2.5 million is $100,000. And so if you can live comfortably off of that 4% of the money that you have in the stock market, you will never have to work another day in your life.
And this is going off the, assuming that the stock market goes up 10% year on year.
Yeah, every year. I mean, of course, you can have a couple years where the stock market doesn't move that much, and you'll still be safe. But on average, as long
even
as
if it goes down some, it's not the end of the world.
Yeah,
It sucks, but you may have to live a little lower for a little bit. But in the end, you still put $2.5 million in the stock market. It's not like you have no money.
Yeah, and I mean, those are the types of people that can live comfortably. Because I mean, you can put 80% of that money in the stock market, and then you can put the other 20% in bonds to just kind of smooth the ride out. Because with bonds, you get, of course, that's already a fixed payment. It's already guaranteed that you're going to get your money. So they kind of just put the 20% into bonds to just kind of like smooth the ride, per se.
All right. Yeah. What do you think about retiring that early? Because I think a lot of people will get bored. If you retire at 35, 40, let's say you live till 85, you still got half your life to live.
Yeah. I mean, one of my favorite TikTokers, his name's Frank Niu. He did this. He was a software engineer at Netflix. And basically what this dude was he would just he would job hop like every year or two. He would go find another job, and he would effectively like double his salary doing this. And it got to the point where he got to Netflix, which is obviously this very large company with a lot of money to expend on things. And he was getting paid anywhere from $500,000 to $750,000 a year just for being a software engineer at Netflix.
Wow.
Yeah. So, I mean, all that he would have to do, it's not a very stressful job. I mean, obviously, as a software engineer, you have to be on call sometimes. So say there's, some sort of error in the website, some region goes down, you basically get a call and you have to go fix that immediately.
Seems worth it though.
Yeah.
That amount of money?
For that type of money, I'll do a lot of things for that type of money,
Okay. Very interesting.
Absolutely.
That's cool. And I think, so he's retired?
Yeah, he's retired. And
how old is he?
He is 35, and basically, he's retired. He has 2 kids, and so he can basically devote all of his time to raising his kids.
Well, at least he's doing something. Because I think, obviously, if you get to that point, you're not lazy because, you've put in a ton of work to get there.
Yeah.
But if you're retiring at 35, I think you're being a little lazy. Even if you can super comfortably, I think there's no reason to stop.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? Especially as a guy, guys find their purpose in work and, achieving stuff. So
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
I think it'll get boring.
Absolutely. I mean, yeah, a lot of guys, they need to accomplish something to feel good at the end of the day. You know what I mean? But from his perspective, he never really wanted to be rich per se.
Hmm.
He just wanted to be comfortable, and so
Yeah,
he
that makes
acquired
sense.
that point.
Well,
Of
yeah, I
being
guess that's
comfortable.
fair if he's at that point and if you're doing this type of work and if you don't care about being rich, then you might feel easier to stop and just focus on other things. But
Yeah,
a lot of people, I think, like both of us, we want to be rich.
yeah,
And I want to be comfortable, obviously, but I don't just want to be comfortable. I want to be rich.
yeah,
So I wouldn't stop. I wouldn't stop.
yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, for him, it was just the concept of FU money. And
Yeah, you always
FU
need
money, what FU money really is, um, at the end of the day, you don't want your boss coming and saying, "Hey, I need you to work on Saturday," or "Hey, I need you to pull double time this week." Um, so what he really wanted was he didn't want anybody in this life to have to tell him or to have the authority to tell him what to do.
that. Yeah.
And so he reached that point where he didn't need it anymore. So he just left.
Yeah. I'm kind of like that, or I kind of have that mindset where I don't want to ever have a boss. I don't want anyone
Yeah.
to tell me. I mean, my dad's my boss, so I listen to him. No, I don't disrespect my parents just because I think like this, but yeah, I mean, I hate having a boss. I hate just doing the harder work, the less fun work, and making way less money.
Mm-hmm.
It's not for
Yep.
me, man.
Boss makes a dollar, I make a dime. I'm not
Swag.
gonna finish that.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.